Hey champions, this is Steelflight, finally back with more Champions Online. Today, we're going to focus a little bit on the Grimoire. This is a fun little all-around archetype that I've always enjoyed. Yes, this is the character of Dr. Dark. You can see a little bit of influence from a certain comic book character that's been getting a lot of attention this past year. But, yeah, I just thought we'd hop back in here and show another little part of questing that's considered low level. This is Julie Morgan. She's a reporter here, and she'll have a variety of missions for us to check out. So let's dive in and see what we can do. Dr. Dark. Chief Surhoff is sweet to worry, but I've got everything under control here. And while you're here, I have some leads that might interest you. There's going to be some fun quests with this. Let's start with this one. No Country with Old Comics. This is an enjoyable quest line. Foxbat's try that again. Take two. In Foxbat's warped mind, the best way to make sure people read his comic books is to make sure there are no other comic books to read. He's ordered his Fox BattleBots to seal all the back issue stock from local comic book store Country Comics and demand the store replace their stock with Foxbat comics. The poor store owner will be destitute if you don't retrieve his back issues. So you have to run around and find a bunch of boxes of comic books. As well as have to find comic book writer Steve Short and artist Dino Deschisny. My apologies for butchering that name. From Fox BattleBot Kidnappers. It's you do them in the same time because they're in the same area. So, like a lot of MMOs, you try to look for quest symmetry like that. And this one, Confidential Source Jackson, we'll come back to that later, as well as King Pong. And yes, you are seeing these letter and button prompts because I do have a controller plugged in to my PC, but I don't like to use it for this game, although it is an option and it does work fairly well. It just doesn't feel right to me. So this is the teleport power. You can chain it over and over again. Works pretty well. I've done this so many times, so I know which areas to go to. This is a little spot over here where you're going to see these little boxes laying around on the ground. Just click that. It's 1 down, 10 to go. 9 to go. My apologies, it's early. Not expecting a knockdown. There we go. A little rusty, and they have changed. Oh, there's one objective there. They have changed the way this archetype works. Eldritch Bolts, your standard energy builder for ranged. Eldritch Blast, which is a charged up longer range shot, does a little bit more damage. And our other ability here is Skarn's Bane. It's a charge ability. The longer you hold it down, the more damage it will constantly take and do. It works in enemies all around you. It's a little different from a previous ability where we would throw down totems and they would all damage enemies in the area around it. That's what I'm used to. So I thought it'd be fun to showcase on here how things have changed a little bit to maybe some of the veteran players. But it is effective in its own right. You just take a little bit more damage than you would with the old one. Now we have another ability over here. Pillar of Pause. That's a fun ability, but you know what? Let's try it. Let's do the old trick. Teleport in. Well, stun lock. Now, while that dot was down there on the ground, you saw the image that's on the ground, that magic circle. It does initial damage to enemies, sometimes not much, but it does more if it's upgraded. But it'll also heal you a little bit when you stand inside it. There's a drop box I'm never going to open. And that's Mr. Short. That's the other quest that we needed to complete. Now we can go back to rounding up comics. Let's get everyone in the area. That's a shame. I would have liked that to have gotten more. Never claimed to be an expert at the game. Take that for what you will. Played it for a long time, but there's still a lot I don't understand about it. But I like it a lot, and that's why I've been showcasing it over the past year. As one of my viewers has pointed out already, something that I wasn't quite doing right with my main character. He recommended an ability that I get. And since that time, I've actually enjoyed quite a bit more success with it. As that's a charged blast ability, I still wonder if I should... Ah, a little Foxbat gun there. Adhesive shells, you can immobilize foes. That's another one of those neat little things that I tend to forget about when running around and playing. Why would you kick a box of comic books? I don't get that. There we go. I hit more than one. Let's try the rapid fire one and see if that's any better. Okay, well, Eldritch Blast might be one of those that's a little better suited for that sort of thing. Foxbat Con swag bag, because as of this recording, it is Foxbat Con. It's one of the many events that happen throughout the year in Champions Online. Rapid fire. Yeah, still can't say if that's any better or not. But we'll alternate it, mix it up. Let's see, do we need to bother? Guy looks like he's hammering on nothing. Fair enough, let's turn back around. Usually around this time is when items that we've previously obtained will start to respawn, so it helps to stay in a small localized area. Oh, here's one I might have missed earlier. Bear with me, been away from the game a little while, so trying to get used to the controls again. Pick up some ads from another quest. Sit down, Vulture. Okay, just need one more. I think I can... find one that's a little less heavily guarded. Like that one. There we go. So it's a little trick I've learned when it comes to using teleportation. If you're in the air a lot, you'll fall slower if you give yourself a bit of a buff. You see, falling much slower, you don't take damage. But I found out that only works is if you start your teleport on the ground. Pardon me. Alright. Thank you, Dr. Dark. You've made scores of comic book collectors very grateful today. If they ever left their mom's basement, I'm sure they would want to shake your hand and thank you for themselves. Okay. That looks like that'd be a bit of an upgrade for us. Our presence goes up and our ego goes up. And we only lose a little bit of recovery, which is not that bad. Yep, I think we'll go with that eyepiece. This is one of those cases where quest rewards are actually an improvement. That still happens a lot more when you're in the lower levels like this. And that just gave us straight experience points. So we're well on our way to 14. Now, we're going to talk to her again in just a second, but we want to apply a quest reward we just got. Yes, I haven't played this character in quite a while, so a lot of these items I need to just sell and empty that out. So I'll do that off camera. And the Onslaught quests. I do not bother doing the Onslaught quests with anyone other than my main character. Because I get destroyed. Alright, let's do King Pong. A ping-pong ball gun isn't the best weapon, and yet it's Foxbat's weapon of choice. My contacts have informed me the Foxbat's BattleBots, and fanatical followers have been spotted in the vicinity. A delivery truck carrying ping-pong balls overturned northwest of the docks, about 3 blocks away. I expect Foxbat's minions will soon be swarming over this truck for ammunition to arm their Mad Master Strange gun. I have no idea what he's planning, but his brand of mischief usually doesn't mean anything good for the people of Millennium City. Please go over there and stop them. So I just have to go over and find this overturned truck of ping pong balls. Let's go. Let's make sure I'm going the right direction. And the teleporting here, it's almost exactly, well, it's just the original skin for the electric teleport on the Tempest character that I showcased in an earlier video. Just a different flavor. Original or Sparky flavor. Okay. I do believe that is the truck. Let's see if we can make it on this teleport. Nope, probably not. But close enough. And there it is. And look at that. We've got Foxbat's BattleBot's already over it. Now, you see these ping pong balls all over the floor and all over the ground here. If you step over them, you will trip and fall. It's kind of funny. It's more of an annoyance than anything else. It doesn't cause damage or anything like that. But let's try to bring him to us. And you see it works for them as well. Now if we can... I'm glad that doesn't reset the investigation bar. You see that this overturned truck has a trail of ping pong balls leading to a warehouse nearby. Oh, that would be where the giant GPS arrow is. That warehouse right over there. West Side Storage. Now. We can try to take on all these guys, or we can try to teleport our way over and bypass unnecessary combat. Because the XP you get for them isn't really worth it at this level, in my opinion. And we're back inside the warehouse. Now, it looks pretty quiet in here. Just a couple of extra trucks and some ping pong balls. Ambush. Yes, I had to pop a healing item there because my self-heal's pretty much non-existent at this point. But yeah, if you just last a little bit longer, the Millennium City PD will jump in and help out. Okay, doesn't really help us, but something else to sell for. And what have we over here? Listen up, Dr. Dark. This is the absolutely amazing and frankly fabulous Foxbat, broadcasting from ham radio station WFOX, now with 20% extra ham in every broadcast. Look here, maybe you think you're the big banana in this town because you foiled my ping pong ball plot. You've made a powerful enemy today, Dr. Dark, and when I get a hold of you, I'm gonna crack your coconut. Ham, bananas, coconuts? You're making me hungry, Dr. Dark. I gotta go. But you haven't heard the last of me. Stay tuned, my fox vengeance will be terrible. Just to let you know the type of personality the Foxbat is. Well, thanks for the assist, officers. More like saving my life. And constantly making me pick up that onslaught. Villainous pursuits. You get the point behind it. It's fun for max level characters, but I don't think they should keep forcing it on lower level characters when all you're trying to do is level. So let's pop back over here to Miss Morgan. Unless you have that slow fall buff, you gotta be very careful with how you use teleport to move around. Now once I hit level 15, I can rank that up to level 2, and we'll get much better range. You know, my editors tell me not to get involved. As a crime reporter, I'm just supposed to report the stories. But how can I help if I care too much? How am I supposed to remain objective when West Side criminals are taking over the streets? That's leading story level heroism, Dr. Dark. Here's hoping to find and thwart Foxbat's next scheme for mass mayhem as successfully. Another bit closer. Now, that leaves us with a very fun quest that I think I'm going to make the subject of the next video. Fox Battle of the Network Stars. I hate to say it, Dr. Dark, but I think we've been distracted. Foxbat's comic book caper just set the stage of a larger scheme to expand his fan base and show to the entire world that awesomeness and greatness which is Foxbat. I just got a call from a coworker who's hidden in the station. Foxbat has now taken over transmissions and is broadcasting his own impromptu reality show and WCOC television station. This seems like the perfect opportunity to bring Foxbat to justice, which may very well mean it's a trap. Foxbat is unstable and unpredictable, and he should never be underestimated. Proceed with caution, Dr. Dark, and don't be surprised if he tries to make a fool out of you. So we have to go to the television station and confront Foxbat there, which we will do next time. So, thanks again, champions, for checking me out here. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your time.